Alright everyone, welcome to DTBTV. This is my post-match analysis of yesterday's fabulous win against Burnley. I'm going to do player ratings and go through each player and what I thought of their performances, and also say my man of the match. So, yeah, rainy yesterday, very wet and rainy day in Liverpool and Anfield and that, but it was so great. I was looking out my window here and just seeing the fans coming down in their droves from the ground and going to the ground with all smiles on their faces, and father and sons and mums and daughters and grandsons and granddads, and it was just brilliant. And that's what we want now. We want to get this momentum going. That's 2 games, 2 wins, 2 clean sheets. Van Dijk's never lost at Anfield, which is incredible. He was a colossus. But I'm just going to go through each player individually and give you what I'd say my player ratings for that game. So, Alisson Becker, I'll give him a 7. I could have gave him more, but I'm going to give him a 7 because he didn't have much to do. But when he did it, brilliantly. Clean sheet. In fact, I'll give him an 8 actually. An 8. When he was asked to do something, he did it. 2 great saves. So Alisson Becker gets an 8 from me. Trent Alexander-Arnold, 9. Fabulous on the ball. Set up the second goal. Just great on the ball. Just a really assured performance. Passing was second to none. Fantastic performance. So Trent Alexander-Arnold gets a 9. Matip, 9. Outstanding again. I mean, I've seen a few comments on the group yesterday. Someone saying, "Oh, he's only looked good since Van Dijk." Listen, yesterday Matip defended himself. He was the one heading the ball away. He was the one making great tackles. He was the one tracing back. Van Dijk can't force him to do that. Let's not discredit. Yes, we are better with Van Dijk in our team, but let's not discredit our ability of our players. Because Van Dijk could play against somebody that ain't great, and you'd be saying it's because he's crap. Van Dijk can't carry him, so you can't spin it that way. Matip 9, absolutely outstanding. And I did say yesterday, which a lot of people didn't read what I put properly, that I can't believe when we're speaking about the best free transfers in Liverpool's history that Matip isn't ever mentioned. I didn't say he was the best because he's not. Milner is, and Gary McAllister, etc., and Babel. But I'm just saying, he should be mentioned. He's a European Champions League winner, a Premier League title winner, a Super Cup winner, a World Cup winner, and he cost us nothing. He was a Bosman from Schalke. So I'm just saying that that Matip should be mentioned in that conversation, is what I was saying. Left back, Kostas. Now, last season I was really irritated because I was frustrated. We had so many injuries at the back. So in a season where we had the worst defensive crisis we've ever had in my 37 years of being a Liverpool fan, and it was never used, and I just couldn't get it. And now I don't get it even more. How did Kostas not play last season if that is what he's capable of, if that is what he's good enough for? So in a way, we should have played him more last season, because Robbo literally burnt himself out last year, and yeah, we should have. And it's hindsight's great, but I tell you what a signing! And he only cost 7 million, or I think, was it 11 million or 7 million, something like that. It's either 7 or 11. I know it was one of them. But yeah, so Kostas gets a 9, outstanding for me. Now, my man of the match wasn't Trent, it wasn't Kostas. My man of the match was Harvey Elliott, and I'll tell you why my man of the match was Harvey Elliott. To have the confidence, the lack of respect for where he was playing, and I mean that in a good way. He had no respect for being an 18-year-old starting his first league game for Liverpool, and he just shrugged off tackle after tackle. Sean Dyche told him to thump straight into him, because that shows you how much of a threat Dyche and Burnley seen him as. Get him off the ball, don't let him get on the ball, get into him. And he just got back up. I mean, let's not get it twisted here, right? The second goal, right, when Virgil hits that 70-yard pass, I mean, it's all right. I've played football, so we can all control it and bring it down. But he nearly stopped it dead on his chest. He literally just went, boom. But he chested it twice and brought it down to a dead stop. And then as the guy to play it into Trent, it then pings it through to Mane. I mean, it was unbelievable. And I just think to have that confidence that confidence. We're talking, I think, in my opinion, like a Busquets or a Xavi or a Grealish with a little bit of Foden all in one with him. I actually do believe we have one of the greatest midfielders in the world in the next 5 to 10 years at Liverpool. And he's a Liverpool fan. He's a Liverpool fan. He might just play for Liverpool his whole career. But there will be Barca's and Real Madrid sniffing in a few years' time. But having said that, Barca and Real Madrid are completely skint. And I'm not being funny. He's English. That's the great thing about it. He's not Suarez. He's not Torres. He's not a foreign player. And foreign players are always excited by Barcelona's and Real Madrid's. But I don't think Harvey Elliott will. But in fact, here you go. This is why how much I know that. He already turned down Real Madrid. And he said he won't sign for Real Madrid after their treatment of Mo Salah, which tells you everything about him. And I just think Jurgen Klopp, I'm going to say something now, and it might be a little bit mad to say it, but I don't think Jurgen Klopp's going to leave. I actually don't think he's going to leave. I think this pandemic has made him realise how much he probably forgot about how much he loves fans in the ground, how much he loves... And there's unfinished business there. Now, I think he would have left if we'd have won the league and he'd have had that walk around the stadium and he'd have had that sort of, big parade in the city and million people turning up and he gets to be the god that he is and he gets to win. I think he would have gone in 2023. But I actually don't think Klopp will go now. I think he'll sign another extension. I actually really do think he'll sign another extension. I think he'll manage Liverpool till he's 60. I really do. I just think he loves the place that much. He loves Anfield. And like I say, he'll want to win the league again. He'll want to win it again. And he'll want to win more. And why would he want to leave Liverpool? Where's he going to go? It's not going to be the same wherever he goes. All right, I know Mainz he wants to return to. That's the kind of person he is. Well, go there when you're 60. Go there when you're 60. You can still manage Liverpool for the next 7 years. I think he's only 50. I think he's 52 or 53, Klopp, or something like that. 51. So he can manage Liverpool for the next 7, 8, 9 years. So I don't think that Klopp's going to go. Anyway, going back to my player ratings. So Harvey Elliott for me, 9, my man of the match, based on the fact that he had the confidence, the ability to get on the ball, the way he stops. Oh, he was just absolutely brilliant. Costas was outstanding and probably joint man of the match. I don't know why McManaman gave it Trent. Trent just does that every week. And to be honest with you, that was not out of this world. I just think you need to recognise Costas' performance was outstanding, because he's not played that much, which makes it better than Trent, because Trent's been playing every week for flipping 2-3 years. But Harvey Elliott is an 18-year-old kid. I am 20 years older than Harvey Elliott, and he's out there strutting his stuff at Anfield at 18. At 18, I was flipping playing, I think I was playing for Wakefield City. I mean, come on. It's just unbelievable. So for me, that was an outstanding performance. Jordan Henderson, 8. Fabulous again, work rate, getting on the ball, shifting it left to right, always making see, people don't realise about Henderson. He makes us play faster. He encourages tempo. He encourages a faster pace to our play off the ball and on the ball. He's always driving. He's always pressing, so that makes everybody else drive and press. But on the ball, he always hits the pass like Gerrard used to, with a firmness to it, where it makes people move quicker and gets our gameplay going quicker. So that's Elliott, that's Hendo, and the next one was Naby Keita. Again, I've had to stick up for him the last couple of weeks with a lot of our fans just completely just ripping the shit out of him, saying he's no good, he'll be gone by the end of the season, he's useless, he's always injured. Touch wood. This might be the end of it now. Maybe we've got Naby Keita. And again, we go back to the signing situation. Joe Gomez is like a new signing, didn't play all season last season. Van Dijk's like a new signing, didn't play all last season. Jota was out half the season last season, so if he can stay fit all season, that's like a new signing. Hendo was out for about 4 or 5 months last season, that's like a January signing. You've got Costas, didn't play all season, that's like a new signing. So there's 5. I mean, I know there's probably another one. I just think to myself, I'm not bothered. I really ain't. I'm going to say it right now. I'm not bothered if we don't sign anyone. But I think we will. I think we will if Shaqiri goes, because it just makes sense to bring somebody else in. But again, ask yourself this question. I said this yesterday. Do you want Harvey Elliott to play if our main 3, which is Hendo, Fabinho and Thiago, right? If them 3, because they'll start in the Manchester City games, the big ones. them three get an injury, do you want Harvey Elliott to come straight in, James Milner, etc., Curtis Jones, or do you want a foreign player that's unproven that will just be thrown in and have to learn the Liverpool way and learn how we play? Only one player I'd go for, I seen yesterday, was outstanding, Bissouma. Bissouma was unbelievable yesterday, and he is absolutely amazing. But the problem with Bissouma is he plays for a British team, an English team, and if they wanted 50 million for the lad they sold to Arsenal, they're going to want 80 million for Bissouma, which is ridiculous. So we won't go for him. Renato Sanchez, I said I wanted to sign him the other week. Someone said he's out for 6 months. He's not out for 6 months. He's back in September. So whoever said that the other day, your information's completely wrong. Renato Sanchez is back next month, so he'd be a great signing. So just something like that. So anyway, the midfield three was brilliant. So Hendo 8, Harvey Elliott 9, and 8 for Keita. I thought he was fantastic again. Front three, Jota 8, fantastic goal. Movement was second to none. Mo Salah 8, unlucky with his goal. It was I reckon his afro was offside. His hair was offside. I mean, not afro. You know what I mean, curly hair. So that was great. Salah 8, and Mane 8. Great second goal as well. So yeah, there's my player ratings. So yeah, we'll go through it again. So Alisson 8, Trent 8, Matip 8, Van Dijk 8. I'll probably change them here a little bit. I'm going to go through it now. Left back, Costas 9, Harvey Elliott 9, Keita 8, Henderson 8, Jota 8, Salah 8, Mane 8. Yeah, there's more 8s in there. So I've gone. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go for actually. Then because it was Burnley. It wasn't like we cut Man City to pieces. Yeah, so what a performance. Great to have the fans back. Anfield looked amazing. Well done for the Andrew Devine tribute, 97. And morning Paul, morning Scott, morning Brian. I'm going to go through your comments in a second. Looking forward to today's football. I've just filled in a coupon here. Southampton, Man United, Wolves, Tottenham and Arsenal, Chelsea should be some really good games today on Super Sunday. I will be back for Chelsea's preview in the week. Also, what I was going to say to you, the scratch cards should be here Monday. So we've got new scratch cards, and last season we did 80 teams. We're going to reduce that now to just 30 teams. So the scratch cards now are going to be 30 teams. And we will be doing, Craig's going to be running it, because obviously I'm busy with AFC Liverpool, Craig Farragher. But he wants to do charity donation again, because he just thinks it's great. He wants to do a £30 charity donation for every card. And he also wants to do £70 cash to the winner. So let's go for it. Let's do it. I mean, it's only 30 teams, so it's a £5 a team. I'm sure we'll fill them. It's for Liverpool games. Those that did the one for the England game, you're going straight on the first card. I've got the card here still. So don't worry about that Pam and all that's on it. Your name's on that card on the floor right there now, which you will be going on the Chelsea scratch card. So your name's down for those. So we'll be back up and running. The only reason why we couldn't do it for Burnley and for Norwich is because Craig had ordered some scratch cards and the guy had gone on holiday and had not sent us them. So I've just ordered some new ones. So we'll be back up and running. Fantasy football's going well. I did really well yesterday with fantasy football. So get joining that league, because at the end of the day, it's all right saying, oh, I've missed 2 games, but we're not doing it like that. At the end of every month, whoever is top of the league gets a free scarf off me. So as soon as it finishes August, I will look who's top, and you'll get a scarf. And then at the end of the season, whoever is in the top 4 for points, right, gets cash. So we divide it. It's £10 to enter the fantasy football league, and the pin, just inbox Craig Book. Get on it now. It's only game 2 of the season. Get your team. I did really well yesterday, so I've got Salah as my captain. I've got Jota in my team. I've got Grealish in my team. I've got who else have I played as well? I've got St Maximum. I've got a good side. Van Dijk. I've got a really good side. I've got that keeper in goal as well. What's the played for Burnley in goal. Pope in goal. So anyway, let's go through comments. Right, so morning Paul, morning Scott, morning Brian, morning Scott, Robbo. Costas. Robbo for Costas v Chelsea. No, I don't think that'll happen. He ain't going to be up to speed, I don't think, to play in a game that big. I think Costas will start again. I think you'll probably see. I don't know. Maybe he will. Jordan Proctor, good morning, mate. Elliot will stay at Liverpool for the rest of his career. Just said that, happy days. Morning. So morning everyone. So that was my player ratings done. Like I say, I've just gone through them again. Loads of things coming up in the group. Join the fantasy football. Scratch cards will be back for Chelsea. T-shirts as well. This is another thing. We've got some new designs. Sean McAllister, my mate who was on the video with me yesterday, we've got some brand new designs for T-shirts, and I'm going to get Chris to make them for me, and we'll start putting photos on the group. So if you want any T-shirts, let me know. Back up and running now, the group is. Thanks everyone, have a great, so it's a rebuild after the season with Klopp leaving in 220. You probably just missed the start of my video, Mikey, but I've just said that I don't think Klopp will go. I think the pandemic, he's had 18 months of no fans. I think he didn't get his parade when we won the league. He didn't get the big walk around Anfield celebrating. It's like he's got unfinished business. And it's 222 in 6 months. I can't see him going. I just can't see him going now. I think he'll sign another extension. I actually think he'll stay till he's 60. He loves the club that much. We don't know. T-shirts are normally like 10 to 15 quid, Scott. So I'll let you know, mate. I'm going to get some designs out literally this week. Got some really good ideas. You know, something like Champions 6, and then we'll get the DTBTV badge put on as well, like something like that, or Madrid 2. You know, just things that Emirates or Virgil, like Virgil there with like VVD or something with his number, or Virgil across here with the DTBTV logo, or we'll get Hendo. We've just got some. I've been looking at the Anfield Wraps webpage, and also others like Redmen TV, and all they do it's dead simple. They just do a little idea, like say a little image of Van Dijk sliding with his knee or something like that. You know, him doing that, and they just put the Anfield Wrap on the badge. I'll just do the same. I'll just do a little bit of image, or Hendo like that as captain, or even the Klopp punch imprinted on a shirt and DTBTV logo there. We can do so many, so we're going to do loads. So I've got some really great ideas to do the clothing range. So stick with us, keep an eye on the group, join the Fantasy Football League, get to Craig book for that. Get on the scratch cards because it's £70 cash for every Liverpool game. Craig Farragher's doing that because I'm committed to the non-league Reds, as of course you know that. You know what I'm like. Those that have been on this group since I started it. When I get into something, I get into it to win and make it successful. And yeah, an AFC will be. So join us for games. We're back at Crosby, by the way, this Saturday. So we're back at Marines Stadium, which has just been done up after their FA Cup run. Caps is something we're looking at, Scott. Yeah, and it's another thing we're going to look at, and we'll see if someone else will do them because Chris won't do caps, but I'm going to look at the caps definitely. Or even hats, DTBTV woolly hats. We're coming to winter now. Good shout that is, Scott. Right. Anyway, have a great Super Sunday. Those that love football like me, that'll be watching all the games, enjoy yourselves. Up the Reds. You'll never walk